Hi guys, Nick Miller today from Mark Supply Company. Today we have for you a JCB 1400B turbo backhoe. Listen, the deal on this backhoe, she is the ugly duckling of the wedding herd. It is what it is. The backhoe starts, runs, and works very well. 5,000 ad, doesn't even matter what the hours are, truthfully, it doesn't matter. This is a $7,900 backhoe. It's four-wheel drive, four-cylinder turbo, starts and runs excellent. It's ugly. It's very ugly, and it has three kind of leaks, okay? There's a lift cylinder over here leaking. There's two swing cylinders over here leaking. If you do a little research on the internet, you can buy an entire seal kit for this backhoe for every cylinder, except for the steering cylinder, for right around 400 bucks. I have priced this backhoe. It doesn't matter. I'm sure we're going to have a flood of, hey, would you take 7? Would you take 5? No. $7,900 cash. I'm not being a dick. I'm not this way usually. But this is a cheap four-wheel drive backhoe. It starts, it runs, the four-wheel drive works, the power steering works, it goes through all 4 gears, it digs. It is nothing fancy, and I can't be any more honest. I'm disclosing it all. We're going to walk you completely around. The boom is not welded either front nor rear. 4-cylinder Perkins turbo, and I mean it lights off every time, right off. We have checked all the oils. Everything was full. We did not service it, but it does fire up and run without any issues. No abnormal smoke, noise, blow by, anything like that. Over here on this side, come on around, front loader bucket, not perfect. Somebody put a cutting edge in it at one time. The boom up here is not welded or busted. Has the big heavy front cast weight front end. This lift cylinder, look, it has a leak. That goes with it. There is an injector line leak here on the injector pump. It is an injector line. It's not hurting anything. It does have a drip. The rubber, 75%, all matched up, all excellent. That is a major bonus on this machine. Outriggers, they will stand up, they don't leak down. Boom cylinders, actually not bad. A little wet up here, this one's not wet. These 2 swing cylinders, they have 2 drips. That goes with it. 24-inch bucket, actually in really good condition. Again, it's not welded or plated anywhere. The paint is horrible. Being honest. Come on around to this side. Getting up on the machine, I'll get my fat self up here in a second. Here, take the camera with me. Hey, guess what? On the floorboard, yes, there's some rust spots where the rubber floor mat that used to be here held water. It does have John Deere style controls. And yes, the controls are actually tight. How about that? It actually has a really good seat. Like I said, 5,000, doesn't really matter, 73 hours. It carries 60 pound of oil pressure running, about 50 at idle. This is the 4-wheel drive lever, in and out. It does have the electro shuttle. It does charge. It does have an on and off switch here. You turn that, turns the fuel solenoid in, hit the key, fires right up. 4-speed forward and reverse. It does have brakes. This is your clutch disconnect, and this is your throttle. There's your hand throttle for your backhoe. That's a parking brake that does not work. So, there again, when you're starting to talk about something in this price range, you can't buy a compact tractor, period, for this kind of money. You're buying a full-size backhoe. You're going to need a dually 3500 truck and a dual tandem gooseneck trailer to haul something like this. This backhoe is going to weigh right around 14,000 pounds. It's right around 7 ton. So, you're not going to come here with a skid steer trailer to try to pick this up. We get crazy people doing crazy ideas of hauling stuff. You got to have a truck and trailer to haul this thing. But again, it does start running and work. If you need an affordable farm backhoe, if you bought a place and you need to clean up and you need some backhoe to do some work, here is something to use. Yeah, you need to do a couple cylinders eventually, but it is a cheap backhoe, and surprisingly the thing runs and works very well. I'm going to run through all its gears, show you everything works. Here we go. JCB, I do believe it's around a 1988. I'll run the serial number before we put the ad up. It's around there. JCB 1400B turbo. Listen, this whole backhoe runs excellent, and it does, and it works good. There's no holds, there's no, you want to bring your wife's cousin's brother-in-law who was once a mechanic at the John Deere dealer, that's great, I don't care. And I guess the reason I'm talking like this in this video is when we get into this price point of stuff, it's just like people come out of the woodwork of a million questions. I can't be any more honest than what I'm telling you here. It is an old backhoe. It is a good old farm machine. If you needed something to load, which I was going to use the other day and I just haven't done it yet, to load some chicken manure I got up here. If you need an old backhoe, dig some ditches, clean up some stuff on the farm, load some manure. If you need to put in a bunch of pipe on the farm or a project you're doing, and you don't want to spend $25,000 for a piece of junk backhoe, but you'll spend $7,900 for an old piece of junk backhoe, here it is. When you're done with your project, you can get your money back. That's the big truth here. I mean, it is an old basic backhoe, but it is four-wheel drive. It starts every time. And the thing, truthfully, if it has these leaks fixed, it is a good old machine. We don't have time to do it. I don't have the money in the budget to do it on it. I'm making a little wee bit and moving it on. And at the end of the day, it is still a cheap backhoe. The price is firm. And again, she might be not the prettiest girl at the event, but she'll do the job. It's just the way it is. So, and sometimes the girl at the event maybe becomes your wife. It is what it is. So, any questions, 814-658-3066. Check out our website, www.marksupplyco.com. Again, not being rude. Hope you guys take that as actually being funny, and I'm just stating the truth of what it is. So, any questions, 814-658-3066. As always, have a great day, and have a good weekend. Take care.